let's get started. I'll tell you a small story. So, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
So, the story starts like this. There was a small boy. His name was Ved. So, he used to go to school every day, like all the kids go. So, his school was nearby to his home. So, he used to go by walk. Every day, he used to see one beggar sitting on the roadside, and the beggar used to see him, but they never interacted with each other, or he never tried to speak to him. But Wade was very scared of him because he was very scary. He had that long hair, he had scars on his face, and he was very shabby. So Wade was very scared, and he used to just behave as if he has not seen him, and he used to go to school every day. One day, what happened is the beggar was not sitting where he used to sit every day. So Wade was very happy, thinking that, oh, finally this guy is not here. I not see him every day. So he was very happy, and he went back home. The next day, when he was going to school, he saw him again. And what happened that day is the beggar grabbed Wade's hand and just pulled him to his side. Wade was very scared. So what he did, he told him, please leave me, I'm getting late for my school, my ma'am will scold me. But the beggar didn't utter a word, and he just took Wade and made him sit by his side. Then he slowly took Wade little far away where there was a small hut. Wade was really scared. He was thinking, what will happen to me? What is he going to do with me? So a lot of questions were coming to his mind, that he thought that he would never leave him, or he will not be able to go to school, he would not be able to go to home, he will take him away, he will kidnap him. So there were lot of questions coming to Wade's mind. And to his wonder, the beggar was not speaking a single word. So he took him to his hut, and he just told him, sit here and you cannot move from here. Wade told, at least tell me, why have you brought me here? I don't understand. I have to go to school. I will call my papa. I'll call my mom. Why are you doing this with me? The beggar said that I am very hungry, and every day I have to, if I get money from somebody, I take that money to a nearby restaurant and I buy something for myself. But yesterday I was very ill and I was sleeping inside my hut. So I did not get money from any of the people passing from there. And I don't have anything to eat now. Can you buy me something? But Wade said, I'm a small kid. I don't have any money and I'm going to school. So how can I carry money? I don't have anything. Sorry, I cannot give you. Then the beggar said, I think you are carrying your lunch box. Can you give that to me? But Wade said, what will I eat in school? I will be hungry by the time I go home. But the beggar said, I will not leave you until you give me money or you give me my tiffin box. So Wade thought that, he was thinking for a minute. He thought it's a good way to get away from this person. I will just give my tiffin box and I will go to school. So Wade agreed, and he told him that yes, you can eat my tiffin and please leave me. So the beggar was fine. He said, give me your tiffin and now you can go. So Wade ran to the school. He was really scared and he was into tears. He was very scared. He went to school and he attended his school normally and everything was fine, and he was going back to home. On his way back to home, he saw the beggar again and he was really scared. He went back home. He was very sad that day. So Wade's mom asked, wait, I don't see your tiffin box. Where is your tiffin? So Wade was very frightened. He didn't know what to say. So he told Mom, I forgot my tiffin at school today. I'll bring that tomorrow. So mom was like, fine, I'll give you another tiffin tomorrow, you don't worry. So what Wade did is he thought, if I carry tiffin again tomorrow and I go through the same route, that beggar will take my tiffin. What I'll do is I'll carry some money with me, and if he asks me, I will give him. So Wade told his mom, Mama, tomorrow I want to eat something in the canteen. Can you give me 10 rupees? So mom was like, it's very unhealthy. You shouldn't be eating outside. So Wade told mom, it's once in a while. Please let me eat tomorrow in the canteen. So his mom was like, fine, okay, you can take this. The next day, Wade was on his way to school, and the beggar was waiting when Wade will come and he will take his tiffin. So Wade was walking slowly, and the beggar again caught his hand and pulled him. He told, give me your tiffin box. So Wade was very scared. He told that my mom scolded me yesterday also for my tiffin, and I was very hungry. Sorry, I cannot give you the tiffin. So the beggar said, I will not leave you until you give me. So Wade said, I have something else for you. He took out the 10 rupee note and he gave to the beggar. So the beggar told him, okay, fine, you can leave, and he went away. So Wade went to school and he went back home. So again, Wade was scared. Now 2 days passed. One day he has given his tiffin box. One day he has given him money. Now the third day he cannot give his tiffin or money because his mom will ask him where the tiffin is or why he wants money. So what happens the third day is Wade cannot ask money, and what he does is he takes a tiffin box and put it inside his bag so that the beggar cannot see it, and he goes to school. So what happens is the third day, same routine, Wade goes to his school, but the beggar sees him again and grabs his hand. Wade says, I'm not carrying my tiffin, not at home, so I will be sharing tiffin of my friend. The beggar thinks, okay, he might be telling right. So what the beggar does is, he tells him to give his notebook. So Wade is very scared. Why does he want my notebook? So the beggar says, no, until you give the notebook, I will not leave you because you're not giving me money nor you're giving me anything to eat. So Wade gives one of his notebook to the beggar and leaves, and he goes to school. And then the teacher asks everyone to submit the notebook, but Wade doesn't have his book. So Wade doesn't know what to say, because if he says that some beggar has taken the book, the teacher will not agree and she will give him punishment. So Wade says that, ma'am, I forgot my book, but I completed my homework, I'll bring it tomorrow. So ma'am says, okay, fine, I'll give you a day's time, you can give me tomorrow, otherwise you will get punishment. So what happens is, next day, there's a parents-teacher meeting at the school. And then Wade's mom happens to visit the school. And the next day when Wade is going, he is going with his mom. So beggar doesn't say anything to Wade. He just sees that somebody else is there along with him. So he cannot demand anything. The teacher complains that Wade is not giving one of his notebooks, and teacher says that I think he's not completed a project and homework. That's why I think he's not giving the book. But the mom says that no, I have done that. He's seen his homework. I don't know why he's not giving. So the Wade's mom says to the ma'am that okay, fine, ma'am, I'll go home and check what is the issue, and then I will give him his notebook and he will bring tomorrow. So while going home, Wade's mom scolds him very badly, saying that what is this kind of discipline? Why don't you keep your books at one place? You have to submit the books on time. Why do you have to get a complaint when I go for a parents-teacher meeting? And she says a number of things, but Wade doesn't know what to say. And while on the way, the beggar is listening what's happening, the conversation between Wade and his mom. And then they go home. Ved doesn't utter a single word. Then Ved's mom says, I don't think so, you listen to me. Let your dad come and then he will scold you. Then only you will answer him. And then she says, as a punishment, until you show me your notes, I will not talk to you. Now Ved doesn't know what to say. He is very scared because he thinks that if he says what has actually happened and the beggar has taken his book, nobody will believe to his story. Now he's scared and he doesn't know what to do. So what happens is Ved's dad comes in the night. And then the mom says to his dad that I've been to school today and there was a parents-teacher meeting and I got a complaint that Ved is not submitting his notes on time. And then when questioned again, Ved is silent. He doesn't tell a single word. And all of a sudden, that beggar comes to their home. So Ved's mom and dad says, who are you and what are you doing here? So he says, I want to tell something regarding Ved. And then they are scared. Who is he and how does he know who's Ved? So he says the entire story, saying that one day I took his tiffin, one day I took money from him, and one day I took his notebook. And he brings his notebook and says, there is no fault of Ved when he did not give me any money or food to eat. So I took his notebook just to blackmail him so that the next day he will give me something. But next day I saw that he was going with you, so I did not tell him anything. Then what happens is he tells this and he tells sorry to Ved and he tells that I will not trouble you again. So then Ved's mother says, Ved, I'm sorry, but you should have told us what's happening. It is very dangerous. If anybody is taking things from you like this, you should come and tell the very first day to us because you might be in danger someday and we might not know also. And his dad says that you should not hide anything from us. If you are in trouble and you are right and you have done your homework and somebody has taken your book, so you should have come and told us. Then Ved says that I was really scared because every day he used to ask me something or the other, the beggar, and then I thought if I tell somebody this, nobody would trust me and they would think that I'm telling false stories and would scold me. That's why I didn't tell anything to anybody. But Ved promises that if anything of such kind happens in future, he will definitely tell his mom and dad and will not hide anything. So here ends the story. It's a little story of a boy called Ved who was very frightened with a beggar and the beggar was troubling him, and then finally the beggar apologizes for whatever he's done and Ved is safe again. So we will also listen another short story in a while. So before that, I would like to interact with the kids and understand what have they understood from this story. If you can unmute yourself and tell me, did you like the story and what did you understand from it?
Mama, Ashvi.
Yeah, tell me, Ashvi.
I like this story.
Mama, Ashvi.
Okay.
I like the story and I like the story. Mama, Ashvi.
Yeah.
Deepa, I understand from the story that we cannot hide our parents.
Yes, very nice. That's correct. So because it might
Mama,
be what? I didn't get you.
I did not say that.
Okay. You want to say something?
I wanted to say I like the story and I understand from it. Whatever you think, you should speak it out. You should not hide it.
be in danger. Suppose that beggar has done something wrong with Ved, he would be in danger, right? That's why
Yes.
you should share with your parents if you think something is wrong, and if you think you have to share with them and you don't understand, you are confused, you want to ask whether it's right or wrong, you can share with your parents or anybody else at home. Yeah. So the story is of a small village. So there are 2-3 friends who play every day after their school or whenever they have a holiday. Whenever they have a holiday, they play together. So his name is Ganesh. So he takes his cow out every day, probably at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock after he's come from school and he's done his homework. He takes a cow out every day. And he really loves the cow very much. He feeds him every day. He takes care of the cow very nicely. And whenever his friends come, they all play together with the cow. They take that out and every day. One day what happens is Ganesh is not well. So he's not able to take the cow out to feed him. So he is sleeping at his home. So Ganesh's mom takes the cow out that day. So what happens is Ganesh's mom has found one friend on the way and she starts speaking to her friend. And then the cow suddenly disappears. And then after the conversation, when she looks around, she does not find the cow. She is very scared. So she just goes around here and there. She goes to a lot of places nearby. She goes to the neighbor place. Everywhere she doesn't find the cow. And then finally after an hour she goes home. And she thinks maybe the cow has come home. And then she sees that Ganesh is sleeping and there's nobody at home. She's very scared. She doesn't know what to do. So she waits till the evening, till Ganesh's father comes home. And then excuse me. So when Ganesh's father comes home, she tells him that I took cow outside today to feed. But suddenly she disappeared and she was not there. I'm really very scared. Has somebody taken our cow or how? What happened? I don't know. So both of them go again and then they see around everywhere in the neighborhood and there's one big garden nearby. They go there and they see they don't find the cow. And then they are very disheartened and they think, what will Ganesh tell? That they have not taken proper care of the cow one day. Every day he does that job. And one day when mother took the cow out, she was not able to bring her back home. Then Ganesh gets up for dinner. She asks, where is our cow? Where is she? So Ganesh's mom says that she is in the nearby house. Your friends have taken her and she will come again in some time. So Ganesh thinks that's fine. And then he has his dinner and he sleeps again. But suddenly he gets up in the midnight. Because every day, wherever the cow is, sharp 9 o'clock, she is at home again and then she also sleeps. And he sees that the cow is not there. So, and he sees that his parents are sleeping. So he moves out of the house and he sees in the nearby home that he cannot find the cow anywhere. He goes to a couple of places, he sees in the midnight here and there, but he cannot find the cow anywhere. So what he does is, then he thinks that, okay, fine, I'll go back home. Otherwise, if mom and dad comes to know that I have come out without informing them, then they might be worried for me. But while going home, he hears the sound of that cow. So there's a big gate from where he hears that voice. But he cannot go as the gate is closed and it's midnight, so he cannot even bang the door. So what he does is, he thinks for 2 minutes, what can I do to go and check inside if the cow is mine or it's not mine? I have to do something. But he says if I do something and the people inside, if somebody is there, they will catch hold of me and not leave me, then I cannot go back home. So what they do is, what Ganesh does is, he goes back home, he recognizes that house where he has seen, and he thinks that I will come again with my mom and dad. So what happens is he goes home and he sleeps. In the morning he says to his mom and dad that yesterday I woke up in the night and I saw that the cow is not there. So I went out in search of her. And then I looked at many places, but I could not find. But finally, there's one black gate near our house where I heard the voice, but I'm not sure whether it's our cow or not. So his mom and dad says, oh, that very black gate. They say that's a person called Ramakrishna there, and he is a very dangerous person. He will, if he is very scared and he beats people, he takes the pets of other people and he keeps it. And when you go and ask him, he will frighten you, he will scare you, and he will say that he will kidnap you and he will take you inside the home and he will lock you and he will not let you go outside. So what happens is, Ganesh says then, what mama? We cannot get our cow now. Is he a very scary person? I will go and request him that I want my cow back. Please, mom. But the mom and dad says, we cannot do that. He is a very dangerous person. Few days back, he has hit one small boy very badly. And the people in our society do not do anything. So if something's happened with you also, what can we do? But Ganesh thinks, what do I do? What do I do? I want my cow back. I want my cow back. So he tells his mom, Mom, is there any way that we can get the cow back? Please, Mom. So what the mom says is, there is one way which we can get, but we will ask dad. Then Ganesh goes to his dad and says, I want my cow back, and I'm sure that person who's inside the black gate has taken our cow and he's not giving it to us. So what happens is, Ganesh dad says, okay, fine, you don't come along, I will go alone and I will request. But Ganesh's mom is very scared. She says that person is very dangerous. I will not let you go alone. I will come along. But what happens is, then Ganesh says, I will also come along. But Ganesh's mom says, no, it's very scary. All three of us cannot go because he might lock all three of us inside and then we cannot do anything. So what happens is, Ganesh says, I will go alone and I will try something. But his parents are very scared. But Ganesh is a very smart boy. He says that I can handle things, okay? So they all make one plan. They say that we will wait outside and you try to go inside and we will wait for 10 minutes. If you don't come outside, then we will come inside. So all three of them go to that big black gate, and then the Ganesh mom and dad are waiting outside and Ganesh goes inside. And when he goes inside, he sees one fat man. That's the person called Ramakrishna, and he is very scary. And when Ganesh goes inside, he stares at Ganesh and says that, who are you? Why have you come here? Don't you know who I am? I'm a very dangerous person. I can just lock you up inside and nobody will come to know. But Ganesh says, I want to speak something to you. But the man says, I don't want to speak to you. Don't waste my time and just get lost from here. Ganesh says, I will not take more than 2 minutes of yours. Please listen to me. And that man gets very angry. He says, don't you understand? I'm telling you number of times, go from here. Ganesh says, okay, fine, I will go from here, but I will take this cow along with me. But that person says, why will you take this cow with you? That's my cow. So Ganesh says, no, you are telling lies. It's our cow, and from yesterday it is missing. So that man gets irritated and he says him to just get lost. But the cow sees Ganesh and she comes to Ganesh and she stands beside him. And then when that man tries to pull the cow, she just shakes her head very badly and hits that person. And the person falls down. The other person was Ramakrishna, he falls down. And then Ganesh says him, so this is our cow. I think now you understand that she also doesn't want to stay with you and she wants to come along with me. That is why she's hitting you. The person gets up and says, yeah, it's not my cow, but I thought that I can get milk from her every day and I can sell that, and I have 5-6 cows which I have taken from the neighborhood and nobody knows that the cows are with me. Ganesh says, you are doing a very wrong thing because this cow does not want to stay with you and she's hit you so hard and she wants to come along with me. And Ganesh says that all these 5-6 cows you have to return to people whose cows you have taken. But the person says, nobody knows that, it's with me. Why should I go and return to them? These cows are giving me good milk and I'm earning money from that. So, and I will not let your cow also to go. Again, when the person gets up, the cow hits him hard. And Ganesh manages to take that cow and come out of that house. And the parents are surprised. How come that person gave you the return the cow? So he tells the entire story that when I went there, the cow came to me and hit that person hard twice and that he let me outside. And also he says to his parents that there are 5-6 cows inside and that person has taken those cows of somebody else. Then what happens is all the nearby neighbors, Ganesh's father calls all the nearby neighbors and they have a small meeting at night. And they inform that that person with Ramakrishna with a house who has a very big black gate, he's taken the cows, 5-6 cows are there. So one of the persons says, yes, my cow is missing from last week. And like that, 2-3 people say that, yes, our cows are missing. But Ganesh says that that person will not return the cows because he is a very scary person and I somehow managed to bring our cow back. So the neighbors plan something. They say that he is a single person and if 5 or 6 of us go inside his home, then he cannot do anything to us. If any one single person goes, then he might hit us or do something to us. So what they plan is tonight when he is asleep, 5 or 6 of us will go and we will go slowly and rescue all our cows and bring them back. So as planned, at night 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock, all 5 or 6 people go inside slowly without making noise. And when they see that Ramakrishna is sleeping, slowly they untie single cow and they manage to bring all of them out. And then when Ramakrishna gets up in the morning, he sees that there are no cows and he thinks that that smart boy Ganesh might have come and rescued the cows, but now he cannot do anything because those are not his cows and he cannot claim that from anybody. And then everybody praises Ganesh for what he has done and he has helped people rescue all the 5 cows which were there and he is proved a brave boy and everybody praises him in the colony. So the story ends and all the cows are back to their home and everybody is happy in the colony. So now you can speak, children. You can unmute yourself and speak.
Ma'am, Ashvi.
Ma'am, I like the story.
Okay, your name?
Ashvi,
Ma'am.
ma'am.
Ma'am, I like the story.
Ma'am,
Yeah, what's... Yes, tell me.
this is Satvik. I love the story so much.
Wow,
Even
thank you
me
so
too.
much. Wow, that's really nice.
Ashvi.
So can anybody...
Everybody
tell
loves
me.
it.
Ma'am, this is Satya. Ma'am, Ashvi. Story.
Okay. Now, can anybody tell me what you have learned from this story?
I also like this story, ma'am.
Okay. Can you tell
I
me what
learned-
you have understood?
I learned that we should not steal other things.
Yes, correct. You should not take anybody else's things.
Ashvi, I want to say something.
Yeah, Ashvi, tell me what you want to say.
I love the story and Ganesh is Ganesha and what you were saying, the bad one, it was almost like Krishna's name. I always watch I have two favorite cartoons, Little Krishna and Rainbow Rangers. Those two are my favorite cartoons.